Today's topic is about zoos. There are many pros and many cons of having zoos. A few of the pros include providing an educational resource. Zoos provide education for people who visit. They also provide a protective or a protected environment for endangered animals. Zoos can also be a very good economic resource for a community because they provide many jobs. Javier, what is your opinion? Do you think zoos are important for the society because they teach us how to respect and to take care of animals?
Mhm.
Or do you think that zoos are a negative social business that we need to eradicate?
Mhm. I have several opinions about this. For
Uh-huh.
example, it's true that the suits um, provide to the child can see animals that they can't see in another places, like for example lions, monkeys, and snake, reptiles, and another animals like this. But it's true. Another reason that the zoo is, in my opinion, is good for the animals. But there are several animals that are in extinct danger,
Endangered?
danger, and this way make that this type of animal can stay in sure, um,
To be in a safe
in a
place.
safe place. But it's true that also um, the zoos don't have freedom for the animals. The animal can or only can live in a little place,
Mhm.
and is one of the reasons that I think that the zoo don't or um, are not good for several animals, like for example giraffe, lions, or bear, for example.
Okay, thank you. And finally, if the zoos were to close, do you think that we would respect the animal less than we do today? I think the reason why there are so many companies and societies trying to help animals is because we are exposed to them
Mhm,
through zoos and safari parks and
mhm.
whatnot. So if we close zoos, could this be a disadvantage in this respect?
I think that there are another society like ONGs or ONG
Mhm.
that protect the animal also. But it's true that like I said before, the zoo teach that the child to know like is how is the animal. For example, since you are very child, you can learn how is the animals are, or, where the animals live without freedom. For this reason, I think that it's a good way to know are the animal. But is also true that, for example, if the two don't sight or don't sit, the animals can live with freedom, and like you said before, maybe the people think in another way, um, um, without knowledge to how save the animals in several situations.
Thank you very much. Fran, we do have to speak about the mental problems, the mental health problems regarding these animals. Quite a few animals are trapped in unnatural environments. The conditions in zoos are often rather poor, quite bad. Animals often only have limited space. The cages are quite small. And I think the majority of the zoos operate and exist for maximum profit. So sometimes profit comes before the welfare of the animal. I know that zoos are important for education. However, in your opinion, why should we close zoos? What are the strongest arguments for closing zoos?
Well, as you said before, animals suffer a lot in the zoos because, especially the animals who go in the wild, they don't have or, or they are accustomed ways to be in the wild forest or in the nature in general. And, for them, stay the rest of their life in the same space or jail or is very hard. Uh, it's true that there are some animals that are grow in these areas, and it's easier for them to stay in the zoo. And there are also animals that are from illegal market or black market. Um, and for them, I think it's difficult to come back to the nature. But for the animals or the wild animals, I think it's really bad to stay in zoos. Maybe if these animals have a illness and it's just to take care of them and give medicine, it's okay because it's something temporal. But I think we don't have to 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 move these animals to the zoos permanently.
That's true. As cities expand, we are coming into contact with more and more animals. So how can we continue to expand without hurting or damaging the habitat of the animals that live in the surrounding areas? How can humans and animals live together? Is it possible?
Uh, I think that for expand the city, they have to put several rules about, for example, in 100 meters, there are a park, for example, with trees or uh, trees are and animals. And I think that with these rules, the city can expand, um, with the this part, um, convivir with
To live with, yes, to live
live
beside.
with. I think that is possible. Is no, it's difficult because the enterprise can grow high and quickly, but is is apply this rule. I think that maybe work. Oh,
Could be. It depends on the location. Yes, some locations easier than others, but it's a good piece of advice. Thank you. And finally, pets. We love pets. Dogs are the man's best friend. What do you think about pets? We can go to any pet shop. We can buy hamsters, rats, dogs, cats, rabbits. We can buy almost anything. Do you think the sale of pets, do you think selling pets should be more controlled to stop or to minimize animal abuse? What do you think?
Um, I think the sell animal sell pets exist because humans want to continue create razas,
Breeds.
breeds, um, and for that is the main reason. If animals, if people don't sell animals, um, I think briefs mix each other and they don't exist. But in my opinion, breeds shouldn't be exist because it's anti-natural. I don't agree with sale pets. Above all, because there are many pets on the streets, and and people who want a pet can go to the place
Like an adoption center.
back adoption center. Yes, it's not necessary go to the shop to buy a pet. It's true that um, selling pets move money in the a lot of money in the world, but they can dedicate or destiny this money to improve health of pets, things for pets, food for pets, for example. Yes.
I think you're right. Before buying an animal, you should definitely consider adopting because there are many animals in the adoption center without an owner. Yes. Well, that's it. Thank you very much.
In
Okay.
fact,